Alright, welcome back. I do apologize for that inconvenience. I was just going... Oh, anyway. Do apologize about that. I don't know why the connection... Well, this is what happens when I haven't done a stream in a while. But anyway, as I was going to say before the stream cut off, Sheldon Creed took the checker flag and wins at Darlington. John Hunter Nemechek with his finish punches his ticket to the round of 8. So the top 10 results for the Truck Series, getting back on topic here. Sheldon Creed the winner, John Hunter Nemechek second, Stuart Friesen third, Todd Gilliland fourth. Those are playoff contenders 1, 2, 3, 4. Parker Kligerman 5th, Grant Enfinger 6th, Chandler Smith 7th, 8th was Johnny Sauter, 9th Zane Smith, Matt Crafton completed the top 10. Where did the rest of your playoff drivers finish? Carson Hocevar finished 11th, Austin Hill 12th. And then, as I mentioned, Ben Rhodes finished 34th. Chandler and Zane are still in the danger zone heading into our first elimination race at Bristol, which we'll discuss that in just a minute later on the show. Then we go to, then it's the Xfinity Series race as we get ready on Saturday. I forgot it was Xfinity trucks. But anyway, I just did trucks anyway. So anyway, it doesn't matter how I do it in the order. Anyway, Xfinity race that happened before the Cup race. The 74 of Carson Ware spun on the front straightaway. Then we had a competition yellow. Lap 22-25. 13-15 was for the 74 spin. Denny Hamlin spun off turn number 4 because the 74 Carson Ware shoved him on the apron, which ended stage 1. That was won by Daniel Hemrick. Then Daniel Hemrick gets into Brandon Jones, took Brandon Jones into, took the 19 hard, spun the 19, which they had some damage. They continued on. Nothing else happened in stage 2. That was won by Noah Gragson. Then Riley Herbst and Tommy Joe Martins got together, got involved in a big wreck. Did some pretty significant damage. And Brandon Jones spun off turn 4. Then we had a precaution. And at the end of the day, Noah Gragson got the win at Darlington to get him into the playoffs. And we'll get to what happened to Gragson at Richmond. The top 10 results for the Xfinity Series race. Noah Gragson, the winner. Harrison Burton, 2nd. Austin Cindric, 3rd. Justin Haley, 4th. Jeb Burton, 5th. Justin Allgaier, 6th. Tyler Reddick, 7th. Jeremy Clements, 8th. Myatt Snyder, 9th. Alex LeBay completed the top 10. Want to throw a couple of notes. Austin Dillon was in the 31. So there you go. The 0-2 was driven by Ty Dillon because Brett Moffitt was out due to a back injury and also missed Richmond. So there you go. And the 52 missed the drivers' meeting, which they had an electrical issue on that car. Then we go to the Cup Series race for the Southern 500. A very classic race, if you ask me. First incident was Alex Bowman. Spun off turn number 4. He didn't hit anything. That's good. Then we had a competition yellow from lap 27 to 29. Then Michael McDowell, playoff contender, got turned on the back straightaway into the inside wall. His day was done. Then the Rick Ware duo of James Davidson and Cody Ware got together. Cody Ware had to get out of the car later in the race because he was having oxygen and needed to go to the care center. James Davidson's day was done. That complete rest of stage 1 was clean. That was won by Denny Hamlin. Then Austin Dillon turned Kyle Busch into the wall. Kyle Busch was angry, took out the orange cones, which they sent him to Coney Island, almost ran over some people in the garage, which was childish of him, which he was later then fined $50,000 for his little stunt. Then we had a debris caution after Kyle Busch's wreck. Then William Byron gets involved in a wreck in turn number 1. That's a playoff contender. Stage 2 was won by Kyle Larson. Then Ryan Blaney spun off turn number 4. Then Chase Elliott and Christopher Bell got together, ended the 9's day after a 3-wide ambitious move by Bubba Wallace, which he should have not made it 3 wide. At the end of the day, Denny Hamlin gets his first win of the season and punches his ticket to the round of 12. The top 10 results for the Cup Series race. Denny Hamlin, the winner. Kyle Larson, second. Ross Chastain, third. Martin Truex Jr., fourth. Kevin Harvick, fifth. Kurt Busch, sixth. Brad Keselowski, seventh. Joey Logano, eighth. That's 8 playoff contenders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Chris Buescher, ninth, and Austin Dillon complete top 10. Good run for Buescher after he originally finished second at Daytona until he got disqualified for failing heights. Where did the rest of your playoff drivers finish for the Cup Series? Eric Almirola finished 16th. Tyler Reddick, 18th. Christopher Bell, 20th. Ryan Blaney, 22nd. Alex Bowman, 26th. Chase Elliott, 31st. William Byron, 34th. Kyle Busch, 35th. Michael McDowell, 37th. So that was the weekend from Austria, Zandvoort, and Darlington. So now I can go ahead and erase that. Zandvoort, 9. Austria, 9. Darlington, 7.3 for combined. Now, on to this week's races we had. They were Italy, Portland, Richmond. Starting with Italy, the top 10 results from race number 1. If I can get to there. For F2, for the first race back in quite some time. Theo Bacciari won, Ganyuzo second, Christian Lundgaard third, Oscar Piastri fourth, Liam Lawson fifth, Robert Schwartzman sixth, who had a 5-second penalty for his collision. Brent Viscal seventh, Juri Vips eighth, Jean-Harn Darvila ninth, David Beckham 10th. That was your top 10. Race 2, if I can get this pulled up. Give me a second. Race 2 is not wanting to pull up. There we go. Jean-Harn Darvila won. Bent Viscal second, Robert Schwartzman third, Liam Lawson fourth, David Beckham fifth, Juri Vips sixth, seventh Oscar Piastri, Ganyuzo eighth, Rob Bajong ninth, Theo Bacciari 10th. And then for the feature race, Oscar Piastri won, Ganyuzo second, Dan Tickham third, Theo Bacciari fourth, Jean-Harn Darvila fifth. Sixth was Robert Schwartzman, Richard Viscal seventh, Liam Zindelli eighth, Roy Nissany ninth, and Marcus Armstrong complete the top 10. Then we go to the F1 race for the sprint race for the Italian GP and also the main event. The only incident in that race was Pierre Gasly had his front wing come off coming towards Colle He hits the wall. His day was done, and Bottas ended up winning the sprint race. Cliche. However, when it came time for the main event, it was like this. Pierre Gasly and Yuki Tsunoda had mechanical failures on both of their AlphaTauris. Their days were done. But then the unthinkable happens. The 2 championship contenders of Lewis the R. Ward Hamilton and Max the Flying Dutchman Verstappen collided. Hamilton pinched Verstappen on the curve going down the Relaviglia chicane. They hit and took both of them out of the race. Nikita Mazepin went out of the race after he made contact with his teammate and all that. And at the end of the day, Daniel Ricciardo gets the victory and wins the Italian GP. His first win since the Monaco Grand Prix in 2018. First win since that's not Red Bull. The top 10 results for the F1 race, Daniel Ricciardo the winner, Lando Norris second, Valtteri Bottas third, Charles Leclerc fourth, Sergio Perez fifth, Carlos Sainz sixth, seventh Lance Stroll, Fernando Alonso eighth, George Russell more points for him in ninth, Esteban Ocon completed the top 10. Then we go to the IndyCar race at Portland, as they were back for the first time in quite some time. Everybody, it was a really good race and all that, yada, yada, yada. Hinchcliffe had contact. His race went downhill. Dalton Kellett had a mechanical failure. Same with Callum Ilott, who made his debut in IndyCar. Oliver Askew also had contact. His race was done. And Alex Palou, when it was all said and done, took the checker flag at Portland. The top 10 results for IndyCar. Alex Palou, the winner. Alexander Rossi, second. Scott Dixon, third. Jack Harvey, fourth. Justin Dugarden, fifth. Felix Rosenquist, sixth. Marcus Ericsson, seventh. Eighth was Colton Herta. Scott McLaughlin, ninth. Graham Ray Hall completed the top 10. Moving to the Xfinity Series, which they had a doubleheader with the Cup Series drivers. Their next to last race in the regular season finale. Competition yellow, no surprise there. Stage 1 was clean. That was won by AJ Allmendinger. First actual incident, contact between Spencer Boyd and the 44 Tommy Joe Martin sent off turn number 2. Then the 74 of CJ McLaughlin got wrecked by the 48 of Jay Buford. 74's day was done. That ended stage 2. That was won by Ty Gibbs, who will be going full-time next year. Landon Castle had an ignition problem. He came to a stop on the track. Then the 52 of Akinori Ogata. And the 92, that was, if I find him, do not help me, I can find it. 92. Josh Williams, that's who it is. And it's off turn 2. Tommy Joe Martin's crashed in turn 1. Then Myatt Snyder got turned by Jeremy Clements on the front straightaway. That brought up the last yellow. Noah Gragson, when it was all said and done, won the Xfinity race. The top 10 results for the Xfinity Series. Noah Gragson, the winner. Justin Haley, second. John Hunter Nemechek, third. Justin Allgaier, fourth. Riley Herbst, fifth. Daniel Hemrick, sixth. Ty Gibbs, seventh. Brandon Brown, eighth. Harrison Burton, ninth. And Jeff Burton complete the top 10. Sam Mayer in the 99 got 12th. Of course, that was a junior prep by B.J. McLeod's team, so there you go. Later that night, we had the Cup Series race at Richmond for their second race of the first round. Competition yellow, lap 32, lap 36. The first of 2 incidents, if you exclude these stages. Kurt Busch cut a left rear tire down going into turn 1, slammed the wall hard, almost reminiscent of Jerry Nadeau. He was okay. The car was not. That took a big... Kurt was able to climb out, go to the care center, was released after that. Stage 1 was clean. That was won by Denny Hamlin. In fact, he won both the stages. And then the final caution, Bubba Wallace pounded the wall in turn number 1, had a tire going down and all that. And at the end of the day, it was MTJ, Martin Truex Jr. getting the victory and his ticket to the round of 12. Kyle Larson with his 6th place result. Also punched his ticket in the next round on points. The top 10 results for the Cup Series. Martin Truex Jr., the winner. Denny Hamlin, second. Christopher Bell, third. Chase Elliott, fourth. Joey Logano, fifth. Kyle Larson, who's moving on to the next round, in sixth. Ross Chastain, seventh. Kevin Harvick, eighth. Kyle Busch, ninth. And Ryan Blaney, 10th. Where did the rest of your playoff drivers finish? Alex Bowman, 12th. Brad Keselowski, 13th. Eric Almirola, 14th. Tyler Reddick, 15th. William Byron, 19th. And Michael McDowell, 28th. That will more than likely put Michael McDowell in a must-win situation going into the into Bristol, and Kurt Busch, who finished 37th. So Italy, 7.5. Even though I was happy for Daniel Ricciardo. Portland, 8.5. Richmond, 6.2. Simple as that. Time to get you updated on a lot of news and notes in today's Top Stories report. And the first Top Story report is a lot. As I get caught up on this game. Hi, one person in the chat. I'm guessing that might be Great Lakes or CJ, one of the two. So, a lot of Top Story news has happened. So, bear with me. It's going to be a long one. If you're wondering why Robert Kubica was driving Kimi Räikkönen's car, Kimi Räikkönen tested positive for COVID, but he had a quarantine and had to miss the event. So yeah. Excuse me, I just belched. NASCAR schedule is supposed to be out tomorrow. A lot of changes as far as that's concerned. Andrew Ranger won at Flamborough Speedway in the Pinty Series. It's the first career win for Rick Ware Racing in the NASCAR Pinty Series and first win ever for them. Charlie Kimball is going to be back in the number 11 for the 2021 season finale at Long Beach. We found out that Ryan Hunter-Ray is going to be leaving the 28 at the end of the season, which is really a shame. Alex Albon will be going to Williams next season, replacing George Russell, who's replacing Valtteri Bottas, who's going to replace Kimi Räikkönen after Räikkönen announced his retirement at the end of the season, which hasn't gone according to plan, if you ask me. By the way, I'm having sloppy joes, if you all are wondering. So, there you go. DTM add Portimao to the schedule. IndyCar is going to be releasing their schedule in a bit, as far as that's concerned. Beske Visser and Ala Adjarin were fit to race at Zandvoort after having to miss Spa. 6-day Repco Bathurst 1000 will be rounding out the 2021 season, which is good. Andre Hempgardner is going to join Brad Jones Racing next season, as Nick Bearcat's leaving. The Phillip Island and Gulf Coast 500 all have been canceled due to COVID-19. So there you go. Supercars are trying to push a deal to get to Canberra. That's still not confirmed. First week in December is firming as the revised date for the 2021 Bathurst 1000, which I'm not surprised about that. Brock Finney will replace Jamie Whincup at Triple Eight next season, so congratulations to the rookie. Can't wait to see how he does in a competitive car. As I said, NASCAR fined Kyle Busch $50,000 for his actions at Darlington. Colby Howard will be teammates with Derek Kraus in the Truck Series next season. Adam Stern reported tomorrow the Cup Series schedule will be released. Among the notable changes, Worldwide Technology Raceway in Gateway near St. Louis is expected to get a Cup date, while we're taking that date from Pocono Raceway. Yeah. So, the Gen 7 cars got their first taste of Daytona in testing, which everything went well. The Clash will be more than likely going to the LA Coliseum, home of the USC Trojans. It used to be the home of the LA Rams while they were building SoFi Stadium. So there you go. Excuse me. Landon Lewis got his first career ARCA Menard Series win in his second start, and he's only 15 years old. God damn. So there you go. That's all the top story news. I'm not going to do it this day in history because I'm too damn tired, because it's 10:30 at night and I don't want you guys to get boredom of what's been going on with me lately and all that yada 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 yada. Coincidence? I think not. Oh shit. Good job, Voiles, you dumbass. I was trying to hit end the inning and I hit the wrong button. So there we go. I'm watching Chop, by the way. I've been home for about a couple hours. I had a boring day at work, nothing too glamorous and all that yada yada yada, so yeah. Everybody's still mad about the goddamn shit happening, so There you go. Hmm. And by the way, tickets are on sale now for the Coliseum, even though the schedule has not been released and all that. I'd like to see Darlington have the championship race. Imagine the Southern 500 being the championship race. That's a bro moment. So, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, not surprised. So, all right. I think that's about it as far as the news is concerned. Let me check something on Facebook, if you know what I mean. So, um, Chad Oxidine won tonight's Nork race from Phoenix, so that's really good news there. As they raced 150 laps, the Nork 150 at Phoenix. So congratulations to him in that regard. All right, so with that said, let's go ahead and preview our races coming up. They are Aston, Bristol, and Laguna Seca. Aston's going to be fun, and same with Laguna Seca and all that. Bristol, we're looking forward to what will be a fun race on Thursday night. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night under the lights. Of course, for the Xfinity Series drivers, it is their first elimination, or excuse me, it is the regular season finale. I'm getting ahead of myself. 3 races from now will be their elimination. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm sorry. This is what happens when I haven't done Triple P in a while, so apologies about that. It's the first elimination race. There we go. It's the first elimination race for the Truck Series and the Cup Series. 2 drivers in trucks and 4 drivers in Cup. When this weekend is over, will be the 4 drivers that sadly will get eliminated. So there you go. So, and if you win at Bristol, you're on to the next round if you're a playoff driver. So there you go. So with that being said, we're going to go straight into our predictions. Global is 1 point each. If you're wondering, Xfinity, 1 point each for the predictions. 3 points for the regular season champion, as well as the drivers who make the playoffs. So there you go. For Cup and Trucks, 3 points each for playoff drivers, 1 point for non-playoff drivers. And then for the eliminations will be 12 points. So it's going to be the same as we've done in years past. As far as that's concerned, as I'm hitting the damn deal. I do apologize. So, most of us have already made our predictions. We did it last night. Cody Smart was first up for DTM. Driver to win, Kelvin Vanderlyn. Driver stay away from Timo Glock, Liam Lawson, the dark horse. For IndyCar, he took Alex Palou, driver to win. Driver stay away from Connor Daly, Joseph Newgarden as the dark horse. For Nathan Orman, for DTM, driver to win, Alex Albon. Driver stay away from Kelvin Vanderlyn, Timo Glock, the dark horse. For IndyCar, he took Pato O'Ward as driver to win. Driver stay away from Will Power, Roman Grosjean, the dark horse. For yours truly, I took Sheldon Vanderlyn, driver to win. Driver stay away from Lucas Auer, Alex Albon, the dark horse. For IndyCar, I took Joseph Newgarden, driver to win. Driver stay away from Alex Palou, Scott Dixon as the dark horse. For Bristol, 4 of us have made predictions. Taylor will make it 5. Cody Smart for Trucks. He said John Hunter Nemechek, driver to win. Driver stay away from Matt Crafton. Dark horse Stuart Friesen. The 2 drivers he think will not move on to the round of 8 will be Chandler and Zane Smith. Most of us took Chandler and Zane Smith. So, yeah. Xfinity, he took Ty Gibbs as driver to win. Driver stay away from Mason Massley. Austin Cindric, the dark horse. The drivers that will make the playoffs, Brandon Jones, Jeremy Clements, Riley Herbst, regular season champion, AJ Allmendinger. For Cup, he took Denny Hamlin, driver to win. Drivers stay away from William Byron, Kyle Larson, the dark horse. The 4 drivers he thinks will not move on to the round of 12. Michael McDowell, William Byron, Tyler Reddick, and Kyle Larson. McDowell, not too surprised. Kyle Busch, a big surprise. So, for yours truly. For trucks, I took Austin Hill, driver to win. Driver stay away from Zane Smith, dark horse. Ben Rhodes, Zane Smith, Chandler Smith to get eliminated. There you go. Xfinity, I took Noah Gragson to go 3 in a row, driver to win. Driver stay away from Ryan Sieg, Justin Allgaier, the dark horse. My playoff drivers are Jeremy Clements, Brandon Jones, and Riley Herbst. I don't think Annette will have any luck in that regard. My regular season champion, I took Austin Cindric. For Cup, I took MTJ, Martin Truex Jr., driver to win. Driver stay away from Eric Almirola, Kurt Busch, the dark horse. My 4 to get eliminated, Michael McDowell, Eric Almirola, Christopher Bell. I caught a lot of people by surprise on that. And William Byron. For Nathan Orman, he took Todd Gillen as driver to win. Driver stay away from Chandler Smith, Austin Hill, the dark horse. His 2 to get eliminated, Chandler Smith and Ben Rhodes. That's a surprise. For Xfinity, he took Austin Cindric, driver to win. Driver stay away from Wyatt Snyder, Jeremy Clements, the dark horse, and he also picked Clements to make the playoffs along with Riley Herbst and Brandon Jones, his regular season champ, AJ Allmendinger. For Cup, he took Kyle Larson as driver to win. Driver stay away from Kyle Busch. Alex Bowman, that's the dark horse, his 4 to get eliminated. Michael McDowell, William Byron, Tyler Reddick, and Brad Keselowski. That's a surprise there. For Allison Rainey, John Hunter Nemechek, driver to win, which she stole Cody's pick. Driver stay away from Stuart Friesen, Carson Hocevar, dark horse, Zane Smith, and Chandler Smith to be the 2 to get eliminated. For Xfinity, she took, I'm getting the he and she part mixed up. I do apologize. She took Justin Allgaier as driver to win. Driver stay away from Sage Karam, dark horse, Landon Castle. Her 3 drivers she picked to make the playoffs are Brandon Jones, Jeremy Clements, Riley Herbst, regular season champion, AJ Allmendinger. I'm the only one who took Cindric. That's a surprise. For Cup, she took Alex Bowman, driver to win. Driver stay away from Tyler Reddick, Michael McDowell, the dark horse. Her 4 to get eliminated are Michael McDowell, William Byron, Tyler Reddick, and Kurt Busch. So that is the picks. The points coming into this weekend, I forgot to go over the points, and that's my bad. They are as follows. Cody Smart has a 34-point lead over myself. I have 350 points. Nathan Orman's in third at 318 points. Zachary Taylor, 315. Brendan Rogers, 114. Brendan is mathematically eliminated. And Cody Goforth has 77. The NASCAR standings, entering Bristol, Cody Smart has 224 points, has a good cushion over Zachary Taylor, who's in second with 170, but not too far behind is Nathan Orman, who's in third at 167. Yours truly in fourth at 156. Nice little cushion over Great Lakes, who's in fifth at 66. Allison Rainey is sixth at 60. Kyle Langland, seventh at 53. Happy belated birthday, Kyle, if you're watching the stream. Brendan Rogers is 8 with 38 points. Q-Man is 9th with 37, and Quentin Moore is Quentin Moore is 9th with 37. Cody Goforth with 27 completes the field. So there you go. All right, let's take a look at this week's upcoming events. Brought to you by Kim K Coach Lines, the official motor coach carrier of the PCSRA. The NASCAR Pit Stop Show is scheduled to be on Friday. However, I suspect it will be moved to probably sometime tomorrow as I'm doing this stream. I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see about that. I don't know why they're scheduling it on a Friday when the weekend already has begun. That's just my opinion on that. So just letting you all know on that regard. So that's a look at this week's upcoming events, brought to you by Kim K Coach Lines, the official motor coach carrier of the PCSRA. For more information and details, visit kimkcoach.com. As far as looking at this week's upcoming PCSRA Awesome events, we're going to try to get back on schedule next week. The IMSA podcast will be this Friday, time TBA. I may have to do it outside. Who knows? We'll see about that. Not sure. Overwatch League will be tomorrow night because I got a lot to get caught up on. So we'll see how that goes as far as that's going to go. So that's a look at this week's upcoming PCSRA Awesome events brought to you by Subway Eat Fresh, proud sponsor of Chloe Bumgarner, number 84 Audi RS8. As we close the broadcast of this show, we remembered the victims of the 20th anniversary that happened last Saturday. We also want to send our condolences to Matt Yoakum, Dr. Jerry Punch, and also Patrick O'Toole, who lost good friends / family members. We send condolences to them as well. We also want to say, congratulations to Kimi Räikkönen on a great career in F1. We will miss him, but I do wish him nothing but the best in his future endeavors. And finally, thank you guys for having my back and respecting what has happened last week as far as I'm concerned. So hopefully you guys are definitely looking forward to what will be a very good great season. So yeah, don't forget special show for these other program notes. After the NASCAR Pit Stop Show ends in November, join Sean, Taylor, Orman, and myself for a special Triple P edition of Triple P as we look back on the career of the NASCAR Pit Stop Show, which is a special show that I want to do. And it should be a very fun show. Looking forward to that, time TBA, as I said, but that depends on what's going to happen between now and then. Final thoughts for me. Well, as Food Network's on the board again for another holiday. I don't know why they're posting the October holiday shit. So there you go. Final thoughts for me. Well, these two races we've had in the round of 16 has been interesting. For the round of 10, it's also been interesting for trucks and all that. I feel like it's kind of unknown what we're going to see at Bristol. Of course, this time we're going to have the PJ1 traction compound. I don't know how much they're going to put down on the track before this weekend at Bristol, but it should give the bottom a little bit more grip as far as getting down the corner is concerned. I feel like Bristol's going to be the typical Bristol we love, the last great Coliseum, the night race. I love the night race at Bristol, the weather is always good, the crowd's always great, and hopefully it'll be a lot better versus the dirt race that failed miserably. And here's a little rumor. They want the dirt race to be on Sunday night. Why? I don't know. And it would make zero sense if they make it at night. So that's just my opinion as far as that's concerned. Some other announcements before I sign off tonight. For the F1 2021 My Team Career Mode, I'm going to start getting that up and going as soon as I get my update on the F1 2021 done and all that. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. So there you go. In that regard. The Oklahoma Highway Safety Office is a proud sponsor of Triple P and wants to remind all of our friends that drinking and driving is deadly and illegal. Together we can end DUI. Visit enduyok.com for more details. One more note from Dennis Stats Kelly. It's the first time McLaren has scored a 1-2 in the turbo hybrid era. It's been a long time since McLaren scored a 1-2. And as I said, it's the first win for Daniel Ricciardo since Monaco 2018. and I'm very happy for an Aussie driver to finally win the championship. Win the race, and Max Verstappen still holding the lead over Lewis Hamilton in the Drivers' Championship. Also, at Laguna Seca, somebody has a chance to possibly lock up the title with one race to go. We don't know if that's going to happen. We'll just have to wait and see. So there you go. Special thanks to everybody who had to put up with my bullshit. Want to thank CJ, Toby, Brian, Daryl, Jack. Let me think. Steven, Toby, Brian, Jack, Daryl, and all of my awesome people. And also thank to my awesome crew as always: Nathan Norman, Zachary Taylor, Cody Smart, Kyle England, Cody Goforth, Great Lakes, Sean Art, Jared Underhill, who will be part of Triple P next season, which we're definitely looking forward to that. Our statistician, Caleb Hobbs, producer and engineer, Zachary Fitzwater, Jackie Tang, Alex Hawkins, Dennis Stats Kelly, Tom Shores, our sideline engineer, Greg Rutz, all the amazing people, Daniel Anderson running the show for us, as always, back in our PCSRA Network studios. So, yeah. Final score one final time in the first two games of the season from what was supposed to be in New Orleans, but it ended up being in Norman. It was OU. It was my OU Sooners 40, Greg Rutz and Tulane 35, and final score one final time in Norman for the home opener in 2021. It was OU 76, Greg Rutz and Western Carolina Calumet's nothing. Until next week, when we'll finally get our schedule back on track. Until then, this is Danny Voles, aka PCSRA Blue Hedgehog 26, saying, Sooners win, and Boomers Sooner, everybody.
On the PCSRA Sports Network from Learfield IMG College, PCSRA Paddock Pass has been brought to you by Budweiser, Love's Travel Stops, iHeartMedia, The Oklahoman, Newcastle Casino, Devon Energy, Sonic Drive-Ins, and by the Oklahoma Highway Safety Office, where we encourage all of you fans that together we can end DUI. Thanks for joining us for the PCSRA Paddock Pass Show. The preceding has been a Learfield IMG College presentation on the PCSRA Sports Network. Copyright 2021 by the National Association of Professional Racing Leagues and the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association, Incorporated.